In March, it would be 26 years for me in this great opportunity. I'm telling you, I tremble at the thought of not having enough faith to say yes 26 years ago, because where would I be today had I not said yes 26 years ago? When I say yes, guys, I say yes as a single mom with a 6-year-old child. My daughter is 31. She'll be 32 this year, but she was 6 years old when I said yes. I say yes, guys, as a woman I had no car. When I said yes, I remember I had to catch 2 buses to get to the office to attend the business overviews on a weekly basis. And so it was very humble beginnings. I grew up in inner city Baltimore. My parents did an amazing job protecting us and creating an environment in the house, but the environment outside of the house wasn't the most positive environment in the community that I grew up in. I started this business walking to appointments, catching buses to appointments. I remember begging people for rides to get to appointments. I can remember going on appointments, and by the time I finished the appointment, the bus route had ended in that area, and I would be at a payphone. There were payphones then. I would be at a payphone calling people, begging them to come pick me up. But guys, I knew when I went to the appointment that I probably wouldn't have a way back home. I'm telling you, when I even think about that, it's just like, what was the drive back then? But I can honestly say it was my faith and my desire to change my outcome. See, I knew I would be a part of statistics, but I wanted to choose what part of statistics I wanted to be. Not the part of someone that's dependent on the government to raise their child. I didn't want to blame anybody for my outcome. I wanted control of my outcome. And I didn't want to be anybody's victim. I wanted to be a victor. And I said, I'm going to fight and get my daughter out of this community. I'm going to fight for a lifestyle, because if it is to be, it is up to me. I've given you the power to do what I've done and greater. So there's no victims, no victims allowed. You got to go and work for what you want. Okay. But that was my beginnings. People thought, my decision wasn't a good decision. I was a student at Johns Hopkins University, and I worked for the university when a co-worker approached me. And guys, my initial attraction to this opportunity was the licenses. I didn't believe it was real. I didn't know anything about finance. I always tell people my credit score was 10. I was a broken woman, but like I always tell people, broken crayons still color. I was still coloring even though I was broken, baby. And I just kept on going. You know what I'm saying? I had low esteem, and I had to work on me. I had to personal develop and build my self-image. It was just so amazing when I think about my humble beginnings. I'm very grateful for those humble beginnings, because I believe I am the woman I am today because I'm grateful of how far I've come based on where I was at. So I started building a business, and people told me, Lisa, be careful. I said, be careful what? Well, be careful, they may get over on you. I said, well, I don't have anything. I don't have a car. They closed my bank account because they said there was no money in there. And so the thing is, I didn't have anything for them to take, And they said, well, Lisa, it's a scam. I said, well, let's think about that. SCAM, it's a scam. All that means is that you are still confused about money, baby. That's all that means. You are still confused about money. So I didn't know money because everything came with instructions but the paycheck. You purchase a toaster, you get instructions. If you look at the back of your garment, there are instructions on how to care for that garment, but no instructions come with the paycheck. So I made poor financial decisions. So when you tell me it's a scam, all you're telling me is that you're still confused about money, because I never heard of a scam that requires you to get a state license that reports your income to the IRS. I never heard of that kind of scam. You know what else scam stand for? SCAM, that I'm secretly creating a millionaire. I am secretly creating a millionaire, baby. And I am just so excited that I didn't allow the naysayers to cause me to say no to an opportunity that could change my life.